Hello Sagittarius and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. Okay, so let's see what's coming for you. This is your reading for December. So how exciting, we're in Sagittarius season. So excited. Ooh, okay, we have Queen of Feathers, Perception, Truth, and Ace of Feathers, Mental Clarity and Foundation. So happy birthday to all you beautiful Sagittariuses who are having a birthday in December. So also, just wanted to let you know, Sagittarius, that the 2024 readings for Sagittarius is out. So the link for that is in the description box below. We'll see all the exciting things coming in for you. Look at this. Queen of Feathers, Perception, Truth. Ace of Feathers, Mental Clarity and Foundation. So the feathers is the swords. So we've got the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords. And it's really interesting because here we have this beautiful bat. She's flying blind. Can't see. Has to really trust her perception. I'm not afraid. I'm not scared. Just know that this feels right. Inside my mind, this is the right thing to be doing, even though I can't see exactly where I'm going or what's going to happen with it. But then you step into that Ace of Swords. The clarity comes in. The foundation and understanding comes through with this. And it's suddenly like, whoa, the light comes on and you see something really clearly that you just knew you were supposed to be doing. You knew this was the right thought that was in your brain. So it's kind of like, I just knew this was right. And then the confirmation comes in. And so we have the Ace of Swords. There's new brilliant ideas, new cycles, this could be writing a book for some of you, or it just is really this sense of this aha, validation. This was the right path. And so it's a beautiful, beautiful energy. The clarity really comes through and it feels like, oh, okay, I just get this moment of validation that comes through with it. So let's see what else is coming through for Sagittarius. Okay. I feel like things are going to get easier for you, Sagittarius, when there's been something that's been kind of a little bit clouded or confused, or there's been distractions, or you haven't quite worked out the path. It's like, boom, in it comes, super, super clear. So look at this Wand 9 Mars Sagittarius. Look at you go. Once this happens, it's like, all stations go. I'm expanding. This Mars Sagittarius, the 9 of Wands, is just going right. All sorts of different directions here. The Mars energy is getting really motivated, wanting to take a lot of action, setting goals all over the shop. You might have more than one goal here. It's like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I can do this, I can blah, 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 blah. It's so exciting. And then maybe I thought this could happen and it could go that far, but maybe it's got a greater reach. Maybe it's got greater potential than what I already thought. So it's just like all this sort of thoughts, like with the fire and the Mars energy going boom, 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 boom around your mind, getting really excited. Luckily we've got this Pentacle Queen to bring us down to earth, Capricorn throne. So we do move into Capricorn season later in the month. And this Pentacle Queen wants to bring in stability. So it's like you've got all these brilliant ideas, motivations, you're seeing something really clearly. Instead of it, and the thing is, sometimes the fire and air can be really inspired. It's like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. But the Queen is really great because she says, right, let's bring this down to earth. Let's bring this into something that can be a really stable energy in your life. Let's nurture this, nurture it into stability so it's not just whirling around with all this inspiration and passion and excitement. Let's ground it down into something that can really work in your life, that you can build and grow into your life. So yeah, this is a really fabulous time for setting some of your ideas, grounding them down into a reality, getting really motivated, letting them take off into the directions that they needed to take off into, and perhaps even further than what you're expecting, opening up to new possibilities. So it feels really, really exciting, Sagittarius, I have to say. Fantastic. And just the fact that this Ace of Feathers comes in, it's like, boom, finally I see, now I know, and I'm off and racing. So I'm off on this big adventure, and I'm just, I feel like I just get this image of you like, the archer, Sagittarius archer, like I'm shooting a bow that way, I'm shooting a bow in that direction, another one in this one. And let's just do it all. So interesting. So Sagittarius, I just wanted to let you know that this reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. Always recommend to watch all three of your placements if you know where they are, because it gives you a more holistic holistic view of what's going on for you. And this is a general reading, Sagittarius. Just take what feels right, leave the rest. There is actually no extended reading for the December readings because we have the 2024 Sagittarius readings coming in. So I love it if you want to check that out, because I feel like you are ending this year with a bang, with this mental clarity, with perhaps some really brilliant and clear ideas about what's going on for you. So yeah, I think let's see where this is going in the 2024 reading. So the link for that is in the description box below. So I'm just waiting to get the right frequency into the cards, Sagittarius, so that it's feeling right for you, because I feel like patience potentially is the key. This feels like what this Queen of Feathers is doing. Look at this Page of Pentacles, the opportunity that you've created that lies in front of you. Fantastic. And it is a pentacle. So it's like, yes, I want to make this a concrete reality. This might have been a plan, an idea that you've had for a long time. It's been brewing around, and finally you potentially can make it happen. Crossed by the Death card. Okay. Well, the Death card's reminding you that there are bigger powers at play here. The Hanged Man. Yeah, this sense of patience, but then you're wanting to go off and racing, and yeah, here we have the card of travel and making some significant moves coming in. You wanting to break free of restrictions. The Fool card, this always is like, reminds me of Sagittarius season, the Fool card, for whatever reason. It's like, yep, I want to reset and just go off on the next big adventure. The Three of Pentacles, this could be really, really productive time. Yeah, and the Two of Cups, okay. The Ten of Swords, it's going to be really important to prioritize here, Sagittarius. Say no to some things, because, and they might be the usual things that, things that usually take a lot of your time, effort, and energy. There is something that you are doing here. You get potentially somebody you're going to want to see more than anybody else. It's like, I want to spend time with you. And it's almost like this energy of sneaking away from all the other stuff to go and see this person. So I feel like it's kind of a little bit like, I want to put some things on hold to prioritize where this Queen of Feathers, this beautiful bat, where I'm perceiving that I need to be spending my mental energy. And it feels like it's different to where you normally, some of the things that normally interest you, they're kind of a little bit put to the side. There's something new that's coming in, or someone new that's coming in for you. So you could feel really excited about this with this Page of Pentacles. This is ideas about new things that can come through, new cycles, new changes, tangible cycles that you can start up. So the Page of Pentacles could be getting excited, somebody like a new idea, a new message coming in around money, making around your career, your work, something around the home perhaps. But it can also be a new relationship, something new that comes in around a relationship. So it could be somebody new coming in. But this Page of Pentacles, I feel like this is you. You're holding this pentacle in your hand, going, aha, now I see it, and I want to make this a concrete reality. I want to bring this into my world. It is crossed by the Death card, so the timing of this might be, well, it's interesting because the Death card's saying there's a bigger transformation that's at play here. If you look at the bigger picture, this is something that's right in front of you now, going, aha, I see it. I want to bring that into my world. And they're saying, don't forget the bigger picture with the Death card, that there's some major things still ending and transitioning in your life, bigger themes that you're working in. And there's a big transformation that's occurring here. So this is, even though you're getting excited about this is a small part of a bigger picture that's coming through. So we have in your conscious mind the Hanged Man. This is wanting to suspend some things, put some stuff on hold, go, right, I just want to take some time out from my usual reality and just be with this energy, because it can be quite enlightening with this Hanged Man energy. So I feel like there's something really calling you here, or someone really calling you here, Sagittarius, and trust that feeling. It's going to really be a question of trust, and you're going to see very clearly that it's the right thing to be thinking and doing. The Hanged Man has the patience to gain a new perspective. So it puts some things on hold. It understands that it has to sacrifice and say no to some things, whilst we have deep down inside of you this page-like energy. And that's kind of what I'm feeling with the reading, like all this enthusiasm, young enthusiasm, fresh enthusiasm, this page of fire. This is what's happening deep down inside of you. And there's a new spark here. There's a new passion. There's this Page of Wands wants to go out into new territory. It's very pioneering. So it could be that you're getting your confidence up to do this, to step out into these new territories and to go exploring and see what can I discover. And so it's really interesting because you're feeling this deep down. There's this spark, this passion deep down. And so the Hanged Man wants to connect to it. It's going down and going, I want to feel this. I want to connect to it. I'm going to just kind of spend a bit of time being with this and understanding what it is. So we have in the recent past the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is, interestingly, a pretty independent energy. It is the card of success and successfully doing things on your own terms, being quite independent. And for some of you, this is the card of being single. It can be the card of, it can be the card of a person of means as well. But I ultimately feel like there's something that you've potentially been working on your own. It's your own energy, and you're kind of happy with that because this Nine of Pentacles is pretty happy. It feels like you've mastered something, you've refined something in your life. This is something you could potentially take ownership over, and it feels good. But in the near future, we have the Six of Swords. It's interesting because this is where you're moving on from something. This and the Ten of Swords, ending, putting closure, right? I'm closing that chapter for the moment. That's taken up too much space inside my mind. I've got these new things that are coming in that I want to focus on, a new focus. And so the Six of Swords is transitioning on from some energies in your life. And finding a place of peace and compassion, and finding some calmer waters where there could have been some interesting rocky emotions that are coming in, or some challenging emotions, or just some emotions you had to deal with in general. So this Six of Swords represents travel. So there might be travel in the near future. It represents moving, if those of you are wanting to move. And it just represents being able to move on from something that's occupied a lot of space inside your mind, because this is you're turning up as the Eight of Swords, feeling really restricted. And again, interestingly, the Eight of Swords can't see, it's blindfolded, like that Queen of Feathers. It's like, I'm wanting to break free of these restrictions and frustrations, wanting to break free of something that has been holding me back inside my mind, or it's been an opinion or a belief system or something, some thoughts that have just been restricting me in some way. Perhaps it's external factors. Sometimes it can be that with the Eight of Swords, but it's almost like I know that I want something to end and to break free from this. I just don't know exactly how, and I'm getting a real sense of this is the passage and the way forward. I just can't see it just yet. Or, there's things that I'm still not seeing here. Because we do have in the energy around you the Two of Wands. This is new starts, new beginnings, new directions, taking those initial new steps, doing new things, and taking that first step to do that and do something in a different way, or initiate something new. So there's these exciting new paths around you. And then you've got this hopes and fears of the Fool going, I just want to leap down that path, jump straight into it, press the reset button, and off I go. Interestingly, with the Pentacle Queen, this is a very sensible energy, and the Hanged Man. So it's almost like, no, you can't spontaneously jump into something. It's going to require a little bit of planning. It's going to be requiring a little bit of patience. It's going to require some nurturing this into reality, into stability. So, which is actually a bit more of a practical, pragmatic approach to make it work. It's going to work better this way, Sagittarius. So let's have a look at the outcome. The Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Two of Cups. Yeah, you're going to be busy here. This Three of Pentacles is being very productive, very innovative, very productive. They're working on something. They're creating something big here. And it's sort of like, yeah, I need to just take some time out, potentially say no to somebody, create some space for yourself to go, I need to be working on this idea, the thing that I can see really clearly here. So it's almost like, and it might be that you're wanting to spend more time with a particular person and say no to something else. I just feel like it's setting up a very strong boundary here of saying no to something and yes to something that you really want to be working on, that feels big, it feels inspired. And so that's really, really lovely. So it's interesting because I'm part of this. There's a person in your life that maybe you care for a lot, but they might take up a lot of your time, energy, or they might have a belief system of why are you doing that, or you can't do that, or that's a crazy idea, or whatever this is that's coming through. And it's almost like you have to really not listen to them, but listen to yourself. So trust yourself and really believe in yourself. So even though this person might really love you, they might be really supportive of you, it's almost like they're not in your head. They can't understand the vision that's forming here. They can't understand this feeling of something really drawing you and calling you here inside your mind. They can't understand that. And so it's not allowing yourself to be limited by that. Still, yes, allow them the emotional support and the love, but don't let whatever it is that they're seeing hold you back. And so this actually feels like, it's like somebody very close to you. And that's going to be part of this is a test of believing in yourself and knowing that you're being guided in the direction that you're being guided into. And still this person is in your life. They can be by your side, but it's kind of like saying, no, this is my idea. This is what I'm seeing and perceiving, and I need to trust that. So that's kind of what I'm feeling here with this. And so we have and it feels almost like it's not wanting to be in too much of a one-on-one, like in a little bit of a cocoon. It's like I want to open up and let's involve some other people here. Like, let's open it up to, how can I explain this? Because it's not like you're in a relationship and you're opening up to other people in that way. It's not literal. It's more that there are other things and people and energies and energy exchanges that are going to be important for you. So it's almost like it's more of a collective energy, and it's like you don't want to be held back by that one person, that even though they might have the best of intentions, there's other things that are calling you here. So you have to trust that. So we have the Ten of Swords, and this is often the card of saying no, saying no, or just putting an end to something, that I'm putting that over there, shutting the door on that, the chapter on that. I can come back to that at another time. For the moment, I need to be working on this thing that's coming through here that feels so clear to me and feels so right to me. This person, this thing, this situation. And so it really is trust that feeling that comes through. The darkness is lifting. There is a new dawn. The Fool's about to jump into something new here, which is really fantastic. And so, but it may be that you might need to, while you're transitioning, you might need to just be mindful of the people around you's usual expectation, because you might be kind of doing something or prioritizing something new or different. And it's also giving yourself a bit of time to recover. If your energy's been like with a work or a project or something that's taken a lot of space inside your mind, taken up a lot of space in your life, give yourself some time to transition on from that and to recover. A little bit of recovery time is really important here. But also the Ten of Swords is saying, I don't need to believe that anymore. I don't need to believe that. This is my belief system and it's something really important to me. So I feel like this is such a positive energy coming through for you, Sagittarius. It's a real taking ownership of your mind and then running with that, running with the opportunity and making a concrete reality. So this could be a brilliant idea for a side hustle, side project, something in terms of starting a business, something to do with your career, something about making money, something brilliant you want to do around the home or to do with home and living situation and real estate. It could be that there's something that you really need to do within a partnership that doesn't involve the other person. So that's something that's also really important to come through. And it's interesting because it feels like there's support coming for you. So it's opening up to potentially other people that you wouldn't normally call upon, or other energies that you wouldn't normally call upon. But it's this opening up is really important into a new space that you wouldn't normally open up to, is really important for the growth of this seed that you're holding on to with the Page of Pentacles and the spark that's coming in with the Page of Wands. This wants to build and grow. It's got the Capricorn energy. Capricorn's the master builder. It wants to build this into something that is really what it needs to be. And so it's almost like the universe is guiding you so strongly down that path, but it's just a different path to, or a different approach to usual, or the different situation or people around you than usual. So yeah, let's pull an affirmation card for you. We have, my life works beautifully. Fantastic. Everything in my life works now and forevermore. So I feel like it's really prioritized what this vision is, what's calling you here. The clarity will come through. And yeah, it is about potentially this seed that you're planting is about making something in your life work really beautifully. You have to prioritize that. Yes, so we have the beautiful butterfly, bedazzled butterfly coming in. And this is about, yes, something in your life transforming, but we have the, adornments, the beautiful sparkles around it. So it's making something shimmer and shine and look beautiful and really stand out. So it really is this beautiful energy of light coming in to a situation like this Ace of Feathers, the Ace of Swords. It's the light that comes on, and suddenly you're ready to shine here and ready to transform. And it's interesting because, yeah, they're saying, because we've got the Death card, which represents transformation. This is something possibly very personal to you that's ready to transform in your life, that's generated from all the ingredients and elements that make up you and make you so special and wonderful in the world. This is a seed that comes from that. It's really aligned to you. It's a beautiful energy. And so there is something, there's something here transforming that wants to shine out into the world, which is beautiful. But it's also saying that this is a smaller part of the bigger picture. There's an even bigger picture that's coming in of transformation. So this is all part of it. It's the start of the story, but it's not the full story just yet. So even though you're getting the clarity about how to start and what these ideas are that are coming through, there's an unfolding story around this, which we're going to explore further into 2024. And they're saying this has got a lot to do with Pluto moving into Aquarius, which happens at the beginning of 2024. Your planetary ruler, Jupiter, turns direct in the very last day of New Year's Eve. So expect that to be like a wonderful time of moving into 2024, feeling so much more hopeful and optimistic. It's a really wonderful time. So that's a really great time to come through. So we're going to look at what's coming in 2024 in the special Sagittarius reading. The link for that is in the description box below. Love it if you come and check out what's coming in for you next year. And so that's it, Sagittarius. Have a wonderful season. Thank you so much for your support this year, and really, really, truly appreciate it. Thank you so much for all your likes and subscribes, all your comments from the year, and please add more to this because it helps with the growth of the channel and I really appreciate it. And thanks so much, and take care, Sagittarius.